Hey YouTube, Matches 860. Smoking the Custom-bilt from Northwest Pipe Smoker. And some half and half. Gonna review that today. I'm at the highest point in Suburban Park. One of my favorite haunts. I usually don't come up this high. I figured, what the heck? I certainly got a workout walking up here. Special announcement. Gotta wish a happy birthday to Matt McGill. Who's Matt McGill? Matt's a lurker, a fan of 860. Got a message from his wife, Carrie. Said I'd be happy to say happy birthday to Matt. Hope you have a great one, buddy. And by the way, May 20th, or thereabouts, I'm going to be doing a video, a tribute to lurkers. That should be a lot of fun. So half and half. Kind of an odd duck in the drugstore blend department. Odd duck because of the flavoring. This recipe goes back to the 1800s. I probably did more research on this than any other blend that I've ever reviewed. And I'm sorry to say I found out the least about it. Nobody seems to know what the flavor is in this, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who does. The pouch tobacco comes through pretty moist. When you open it up, there's this undescribable smell. Which I think if somebody told you it was one thing, you'd believe it, and if someone else told you it was something else, you'd believe that. It's really tough to put your finger on. Back in the late 90s, when I was getting off of vanilla Cavendish, trying drugstore blends, I picked up a pouch of this, and it was awful. Come to find out later on pipe forums, whoever was manufacturing it at the time had a problem with a big batch of it. There was nasty half and half all over the country. Some years later, I picked up another pouch, and what a difference. Comparing this to Prince Albert or Carter Hall, I think that the leaf makeup of this is probably very similar, and you get a nice cool smoke like you do with those. But this whole flavor thing is what throws you. I have to say though, and this is probably the most important thing about this, whatever the flavoring is, it doesn't override the natural taste of the leaf. It kind of works with it. And I'm sure if you took a newbie and gave them this and said it was nothing but burley in Virginia with no flavoring, they'd probably believe you. Yeah, after the second pouch that I bought that I liked, I know I ended up buying at least one 12-ounce tub of this and smoked that. Very cool. It's great to sit here in the woods with the history of this place. Think about people smoking half and half back in the day. When I posted the thumbnail picture of this on Facebook, had a couple of people say, "Oh yeah, my grandfather smoked that." I can see how this would be a terrific everyday, all-day smoke. Really nice. Was watching Joshua in the woods before I came out here. He had done a video response to Copernicus Rax, who's having a contest. Joshua was talking about sacred items and led into our sacred pipes. When I was putting this review together, I was thinking, what better pipe than this Custom-bilt, which, as I said before, when you have one of these in your hands, you either want to pitch a tent and camp out, or you feel like you could split a cord of wood. It's fantastic. So, sitting up here, probably, I'm gonna guess maybe 150 feet above the town back there. The Farmington River runs back in that direction. Back in 1955. Hurricane Diane blew through here in August. Dumped between 12 and 16 inches of rain on us. Down below, they were under 12 feet of water for a couple of days. Worst flooding in Connecticut history. That's a textbook example of why you have to be careful with hurricanes. Diane made landfall in North Carolina and went a fair ways inland. Weakened quite a bit in the Weather Service pretty much told everybody, well, that's the end of Diane. The system moved over Virginia and started picking up some more moisture. There was enough rotation left so that when it hit New Jersey, kind of went back out over the water and picked up a tremendous amount of moisture. Went right through Connecticut. Nasty. Well, as good as this is, I'm going to bring an end to this video. As always, I'll thank you all for joining me, and have a great weekend.